Why, hello. Welcome in. Thanks for joining today. This is another stream by me. I'm Chef Samuel. Let me get my music going in the background here. I may have to adjust volumes a little bit, but we'll see. Okay. Let me just watch my screen here, make sure everything's functioning properly. Did it change screens? I think it should have. For some reason, my screen is looking like it's just a black screen. Let me see what I'm doing wrong here. Game capture. Oh, this thing wasn't capturing my game. Oh, that's great. Well, there we go. All right, good. Good. Sorry about that. That was a little bit of an unprofessional start. I will one day have a camera so you can see my face. I will one day better soundproof the room too. I'm talking kind of into the corner of the room, and I listened back on some of my audio and I heard it sounds a little bit echoey and tinny. That's due to partly my microphone and due partly to the fact that I'm staring into the corner of a room. So, sorry about that. Bear with me while I work with my low quality equipment at the moment. I will increase that as time goes on, but for the moment, we're just working out the kinks of the basic functionality, the basic, stream concept, and I will be able to work on that more in the future. But, all things come to those who try for a while. I suppose that's not exactly how it goes, but that's what I'm going to go with today. Anyway, welcome in to the VOD or live, wherever you're at. Happy to see you. Thank you for hanging out with me today. I didn't edit the stream title from last time. We're probably just going to be working on an extension of what we were doing last time. Anyway, I'm Chef Samuel. That is my gamer tag. That is my name. I am, in fact, a real-life baker. And I enjoy playing Minecraft and a little bit of gaming on the side. And drinking tea. Today I'm drinking a blend by a local tea blender, someone like a friend of mine who mixes up a bunch of teas and sells them locally. This one is it's got like a couple different kinds of mushroom in it, and it's a black tea. So it's a black tea with mushroom and some fennel and things like that. It's a really delicious tea actually, and I like it. Very dark and earthy. So that's what I'm sipping on tonight. Let's see. What did we leave off with last time? So I've got a bunch of ores smelting and things like that. But let's just kind of give everything a once over. Let's just go walk around. I really haven't played at all, or hardly at all, between streams, which I think is fine because then you get to see every bit of gameplay as we go. So last time when we were on, we worked on this. Like a terraforming project, we took the edge of the hill here. We started by cutting out a pathway going from the base to the trail ruin, which is right on over here. We'll go check out in a minute. So I decided while trying to decide exactly where I wanted the path to go. Usually a straight line is the best way you want to go, but I did want this hill to be prominent because it already was just a flat surface for a couple of blocks up. So I figured why not just build onto it and make it look a little bit more interesting. So we made it a bit higher, or I guess we didn't make it higher. We ended up just kind of clearing out some of the terrain around to make it flatter, and then ended up just kind of, instead of it being sort of like a weird step up, we made it more steep. So up here is now the top. I will work on clearing this out at some point, but I did start by doing a little bit of foliage cleaning last time just to make it easier to see the top. But we worked on this. I kind of talked through my sort of philosophy on terraforming stone cliffs and stone walls. This right here is going to eventually be a custom tree, a large jungle custom tree, which is going to be kind of hanging over top of the pathway. If you look at the visuals from up the pathway, that's going to look really great. If you can envision just kind of having like a large tree hanging right over top here, I'll probably have to take that one out. Maybe the big one here too, just so we can see. But like the looks of this pathway going and creeping around the corner, it's going to be great. So that's what we were working on last time. Worked in all this sort of like water in the ground and things, and we ended up working on some hill over here, leading into a clearing, which I'm going to work on in the future. Who knows? Maybe tonight if we have time. We'll see. I've got a few hours while I'm working on some baking. Actually, I've got some bread dough actually resting in the kitchen. That's going to be sitting for a number of hours. So it's going to be kind of a little bit of a late night for me while I get to that later on tonight. So I figured I'll put in a few hours of a stream and see how far we get. I'm going to start by lighting up the sides of this pathway because I always get sniped by skeletons, and I hate these guys. It's much better now that I have a shield. But earlier on, man, it was rough. See? Hear that? Skeleton trying to snipe me. Alright, let's see, where is he at? Come here, show yourself. I got him. Oh, that guy's got an enchanted bow. I love bows. Bows are the thing that I'm best with in this game, I think. Come on. Hup, come on. There we go. Did he give me a bow? No, he didn't. Well, it was worth a shot. What was that? There we go. Okay, gosh. Game's acting weird. Yeah, I'm notoriously known among those who play Minecraft with me, which is primarily a couple of my brothers, that I love enchanted bows, and I just lean into the joke with them because I think it's funny. But yeah, like, enchanted bows definitely make me a much better combat player in this game. I'm horrible with like hand-to-hand combat, and for some reason, until I get a shield and a bow, I die left and right at the beginning of a game. So, if I can get an enchanted bow, that'd be great. But on the plus side for me, I did find a skeleton spawner a while back, so I'll be able to upgrade my bows pretty soon here. Maybe we'll work on one of those if we get bored. I don't know. I don't really have a huge agenda for tonight yet. So we'll just kind of sort of see what seems to make sense. I should go do chores for starters. So I'll just run around and collect my crops and do things like that as we kind of get warmed up. And then we'll end up going to get started on some kind of building project. I definitely need to plant these potatoes and get that project going. Because baked potatoes are much more substantial and easy to procure than bread. Just because every plant typically gives you multiple potatoes, and every wheat, well, it's hard. It's kind of difficult to keep up your numbers pretty well on the wheat, or it can be. So at least having two different options will be great. So let's see down here. Oh yeah, and last time I got myself a pet bird, so he's down here. This is what's his name? Leroy the bird. Down here just chilling in my basement. What a cool little dude. Look at him. He warns me when there's bad guys around. Anything? Yep, that's Leroy. My crops look like they're doing pretty well. I tend to find that early game, I do a lot better when I just think of my tasks as like chores, just like base upkeep chores. So things like this, and I mean if I have stuff in my oh shoot, come on, there we go. Like to throw in the furnaces to get cooking and things like that. Like I mean. I ended up tossing that copper in just before I started streaming here. So I'll end up rotating out all the stuff in the smelters, and I'll just kind of work on that as we get started. But yeah, keeping up with these early game resources is kind of imperative to really getting your feet under you in this game. Go. There we go. Those seeds had a very musical beat to them, placing them down. Okay, good. That's a lot of seeds. Maybe I'll have to make like a double layered, farm at some point or something like that. Place this moss carpet someplace. That works. Hey, Leroy. You keep yourself safe down here, okay? I'll come back down in a bit. I'm okay with food. I'll bring these up to the surface just so they're more accessible. But otherwise, yeah, those are my chores for down here. Oh wait, my music isn't playing. Hey, what's up with that? Give me a second. The screen's probably gonna go dark. Where's my sound? Oh, it's muted. All right, that's me. That's not me. Oh, that seems noisy to me. Is that loud? Let me turn it down just a bit. Actually, I think I actually remember the last time it seemed really quiet. So I think that's probably why I turned it up. All right, I'm gonna take a quick second here and listen through the stream itself just to see if I hear echoing coming through. Give me a quick second here while I do some audio stuff. Interesting. So there certainly is a bit of rotation here. Let me see. Let me turn my audio down just a bit. All right. In fact, all right. Hang on. Give me a quick second. I'm going to see if I can get some headphones properly hooked up here so it doesn't echo like that. All right. Sorry for that. My computer's audio jack actually isn't working properly. So let me see here. All right. Well, here's what I'll do. Just simply to keep things simple. I'm going to keep the audio fairly low today, or the music pretty low, and I'm just going to turn on the in-game music. Hey, how's it going, dude? Or Diana Jax? Not sure which one of those would be the preferred name, but hey, how's it going? Good to see you. I'm switching my music on here because I haven't got my audio stuff properly organized in the way I like just yet. So that's gonna have to do. Yeah, my day's been pretty good, pretty average. I mean, all things considered, this morning, you know, just regular work and regular everyday stuff for the most part. I was kind of glad to be able to stream midweek. For the most part, I've only been streaming on Saturdays. So it's kind of nice to hear. Yeah, I'm glad you're doing all right as well. Thanks for joining. I know it's always kind of a gamble joining a stream that's only got like 1 or 2 viewers in it. So I appreciate you showing up. At the moment, what we're doing is I'm currently very early on in the gameplay. Still got all the iron tools and stone and everything. That's fine. I kind of enjoy taking my time with the early game. But what we're doing today is I found a trail ruin, so we're working on trying to get it unearthed and try to preserve it the best way we can. And while we're doing that, I've got a pathway that I started building, and I started doing some terraforming last time. So we're probably just going to keep working on that stuff for the moment. I'm just going to keep working on sprucing up the pathway, I think. Let me get. At the moment, I'm starting off by just doing some chores around the base, getting everything properly smelting, so I can have stuff going on in the background. There we go. 8. There we go. At the moment, trying to make. Let's see. At the moment, I'm not trying to. I'm just trying to get my base established. In all reality, I'm not trying to make much, but when it comes to building a path, building a pathway, let me show you. So up here, up this rough staircase, I've got a path I've started building here, heading off into the jungle. Moving down this way, last stream we worked on this entire sort of terraforming project here, building up the side of the stone face. Working on some various terraforming and sort of talking through some of my philosophy on that. And then this thing comes around the corner here, heads up a hill, and it's just going to come to a hole in the ground. Eventually, I'm going to get a better entrance. Oh, thank you for that. I appreciate it. But yeah, right up here is where I found the top of the jungle ruin, or the not jungle ruin, trail ruin. Started digging down, and I've done a bit of digging out. Let me quick show you around. First, let me give you a quick tour of the artifacts I've found. This chest is full of all the artifacts I've collected, as well as some of the initial terracotta I broke out without really thinking it through, and then realized that I'd like to keep this place preserved. Yeah. No. I didn't make this one. This one, they added trail ruins. This one's not specifically to the jungle. There is a jungle ruin temple. I'd love to find one of those. Haven't found one yet. But yeah, the trail ruins they added in the last update alongside some of the archaeology stuff, things like brushes and things like that. And basically, it's this whole structure, and it spawns in like various different ways, similar to the ancient city, and how there are lots of different variants to it, and it just kind of automatically, like using some kind of AI generation or something, spawns a various version of one. So we kind of dug this out. This was all encased in stone originally, so I'm going to keep trying to dig it out. I don't want to miss anything in case there's any... Oh, that's brick. I don't want to break that. Just sort of unearth it all so I can see it, and then we can sort of walk through it, have it very like on display, similar to like a museum or something, just because I would like to be able to try to deduce what happened here and what's going on. So... as you can see, this almost looks like a main street to me. It ends right over here. And I don't think there's anything in these walls, but again, I haven't dug it all out yet. It looks like a primary street with a couple of these small like stalls and shops and things like that. This looks like one primary building. On the inside, there was a mostly damaged anvil already inside with all these patterns and geometric designs in the floor. I have a couple of small stairways and towers. This one looks like it was supposed to be a stairway going up to some kind of an upper floor. There's a ladder that was spawned in here. So apparently this, at one point, was some kind of a tower, I'm guessing. Let's see. Over here is a staircase going down. It doesn't go anywhere. It just goes to stone, and I haven't found anything inside the stone. Just more stone. So I'm not sure what this was heading down to, but this was clearly a like 3-level house at some point in the supposed past of Minecraft. This is just a room, and this other one is a staircase, I believe, going down as well, which also doesn't go anywhere. So it's just been kind of a fun archaeological dig, taking this thing out and looking to see trying to figure out what all went down here. There was some kind of, it looks like an animal pen of some sort, or something like that in here. The cauldron looks like it was there for water. And this, considering that there's dirt, it looks like it was some kind of an animal pen. Originally I thought, because the cauldron goes alongside the leather worker, maybe it was something like a leather worker villager, but the dirt looks more like an animal pen to me. This here looks like it was maybe some kind of gazebo. These ladders I put in, those weren't there originally. And then I've got these other structures. So I don't have a theory on the campfires, though. If you've got a theory on what kind of building would only be a couple of blocks tall and then have campfires on it. I haven't quite figured out what sort of building that might have been yet. It looks like some kind of central, maybe like some kind of tower, but it doesn't go up very high. So I'm not sure what this might be supposed to be. It's difficult to tell. My pickaxe just broke. And there we go. So as of today, I'm not totally sure what we're going to be working on because there's a lot of things happening and I'm fairly low level still. So first as the sun's going down, I'm going to head to bed, sleep away the night, and we'll go check. I've got another crop field over there. We'll check on that tomorrow and get everything dug up so that I don't waste time on growing more crops. You can never have too much food early on in the game. So there we go. So are you a Minecraft player, Diana? All right, so let's check this out. I'm gonna head out here, off to the left. This heads over here to the edge of the coast here. This is just, I haven't explored that far in this direction. There is a sunken ship out here someplace. And I did find a treasure chest at one point in the past. And I've got some of the goods still in here. I found a water breathing potion, aquafinity helmet, some stuff like that. I'll take those whenever I go sailing again. But I've got all my sugarcane growing down here, as well as some more wheat. Okay, so you are a Minecraft player. Have you like been playing for long? Is this like a recent thing? Like how would you describe yourself as a player? Like what do you like about the game? What's your take on it? I myself am actually fairly new to Java, at least playing it legitimately, because I've only recently actually gotten some kind of gear that can actually handle Java, playing it the way that I'd like to play. Like, I love being able to play with shaders, being able to play with all these slight tweaks and mods and things. So I first got started playing Minecraft back just shortly after the aquatic update. I can't remember what year that was. I want to say 2013 or 14 or something, but I could be off about that. So I got started playing very, very casually then, was very, very bad at the game. And I was playing on like an Xbox and then slowly upgraded once I got a laptop that could handle it. I then played Bedrock on my laptop. And only recently have gotten into playing with Java and starting to experiment with different sort of modes of gameplay and using the different sorts of modifications. As you can see, this doesn't look like just plain vanilla. It's just vanilla with Optifine and a few add-ons. It's nothing like fully modded. I'm not using Forge or anything like that. But wow, I have a lot of this stuff. I don't need to plant all of this. That's ridiculous. But yeah, that's kind of my experience with Minecraft, at least. Oops. There we go. Got a whole bamboo forest over there. I should probably go gather some of that soon. I'm kind of getting low on my bamboo stock. I've got creeper holes everywhere because those guys hate me so much. All right, we'll catch you later. Hope to see you again soon. Thanks for stopping by. Ah, hello. Welcome back. Did you get everything you were looking for? What'd you say before? Like you were going to the store for brownies or something? What did you say? I can't remember what your chat was. All right, this copper is definitely making its progress. I need to find. I know I found somewhere or another. I found the geode. I need to find that again so I can grab one of those crystals and make myself a spyglass. It's super nice having the zoom key, but I mean the spyglass is so much more aesthetically pleasing. You know, it puts so much more class into it. So yeah, you didn't miss much so far. All I've really been doing has been kind of running around, checking things out, and just sort of refreshing myself on the area. Doing some chores, gathering my my crops and things like that. So I'm now kind of ready to start. I might have to refresh some of my tools, but I can do that as we go. So my thought was that I should really work on the path some more. But I'd be down to either work on the path or continue excavating the trail ruins. Either one of them, really. Maybe what we should work on is this hill, because this hill is kind of steep and not really convenient to walk up. It's just kind of a pain. I feel like I'm like bashing my shins into it every time I try to run up it, and that's not very pleasant. Now, if we end up making a separate entrance, oh nice. Okay. Well, hopefully those brownies turn out good. Brownies, I haven't made a good batch of brownies in a really long time. I should do that soon. I've been really into bread recently, so I've been spending like all my baking time doing that. But yeah, I should totally make some brownies soon. Anyway, yeah, if we end up making a separate entrance to this trail ruin up on top of the hill like we talked about last stream, I won't even need to make this hill, because this hill won't be my entrance anymore. That building will be. So what I should probably figure out is I should probably align where I want the entrance to be, and I should start working on my proper entrance. Probably makes the most sense, because I don't want to put a bunch of work in terraforming something and then have to tear it down because it doesn't make any sense for it to be there. So let's work on that. I'm gonna grab where did I put my notepad? I'm gonna jump down here so I don't get blown up by a creeper, and then I'm gonna grab my notepad real quick, because I'm probably gonna have to copy down some coordinates and things in a quick second. Here, let me get you some trail ruins music while I grab my notepad. One sec. All right, I'm back. I really like this music disc, actually. It's got like some cool sort of like retro vibes to it. And honestly, a pretty nice bop. So, while that's going, it's not storming, so I can't sleep. I've got my notepad, so let's walk through how I'd like this to go. My plan is for this central street to become like the main attraction in this place, and then I'll be able to sort of make the other pathways sort of branch off of that. So my thought is, because over here is heading toward where that hill is, I'm gonna want the actual entrance to come in down here. So let's see, if I wanted to try to make this feel like an actual like a tourist attraction almost, I should make some kind of a nice fancy sort of ornate doorway for it eventually, some kind of archway that's with the same style as the blocks in here, and make that then connect to a really nice staircase kind of spiraling upwards to wherever like the hill is. So let's see. I dug up here looking for, I heard a zombie a while back, so I was looking for that. Let me check my coordinates here. Let's see, that's 211. You can find them over here on the left side, that XYZ, for anybody who might be interested. It's 211/65/141. Let me go up to the top and check out my hill, where that is, and we'll see how the numbers compare. Let's see, where's my ladder? Come on. There we go. I really like this puddles mod. It just adds these like shimmering puddles while it's raining. It looks so nice. Oh, I actually wanted to see these things and like where the puddles end up. Like the puddles with this water in here while it's raining, it actually fits really nicely, and I'm pretty happy about that. I'll be honest. All right. I was coming down here to get... I wasn't coming all the way down here. While I'm down here, I'll just make a new shovel. But, yeah, I was going to go check the coordinates. The rain threw me off. Let's go check the coordinate. It's actually dark outside. Imagine. Come on. There we go. All right, let's say somewhere up here. Oh, there's actually a big opening right. Oh wow. I should definitely incorporate this thing and have you walk through the lush cave. Oh man, that'd be cool. Okay, let me just, for the sake of comparing my coordinates, let me write these down. 184, 76, 169. Nice. Okay, so we're roughly, it looks like 20 blocks-ish in the x-coordinate, or roughly 20 blocks-ish on the z-coordinate. So it's going to be a roughly 40-block, like, maneuver from up there to line up with directly above that trailhead. So I'm going to, this won't be too hard, especially if I'm going downhill there into the lush cave and kind of creating a pathway. We should really just start today by mapping that out, I think. So that's what I'll be doing. Let me keep cooking my copper here. There we go. Copper can go in there. Let's go 1, 2, and 3. And charcoal. 8 of those for a stack. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There we go. And these are 8 per, so let's see. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then I'll need like an extra 2 for that last one. So let's just do that. There we go. And that will cook it off perfectly. Put away my charcoal. All right. So I should probably bring some blocks, if I'm honest. Let's bring some blocks for sketching with. Cobble, I think, is what I have the most of. Actually, I have a lot of deep slate. Let's just grab some cobble, because that's easy to get more of. All right. I also really like how even after the rainstorm, there's still puddles for a while. Like, that's super awesome. Come on, jump, jump. I can't get up my own hill. Okay. First things first, I can't see where I'm working, so I need to cut down some of these trees and work on some of that. Man, I swear, like trying to start your base in a jungle is not really the best idea, if I'm honest. Just because of all of this, there's just so much foliage. Yes, you get a lot of wood, and yes, you can have like a lot of greenery out really fast, but man, if you want to do any project, any building project at all, it's just so much like clearing of everything. You need like a hedge trimmer or like a proper like chainsaw in order to get this stuff more effectively. Or maybe just, you know, a haste beacon or better hoe than stone. All right, I think this tree can stay. This one's got to go. There we go. We're kind of on the edge. There we go. Oh, there's two of these bushes right next to each other. I definitely intend to keep bushes and all that stuff up here, but I'm going to have to go back and replant once I get my whole build in place. There we go. Okay. Grab my more beat up shovel. There we go. Okay, so let me check my coordinates one more time just to compare and see if this is even heading the right direction. So if I head this way, we are changing on the x-axis. Numbers moving up. I need it to move up, actually. I need the number to move up as high as 211. Or like to end up at a 211. I can go beyond it, then curve back around. So if I'm tracking myself as I walk down here, if I can just make this terrain easier to walk through, which I can definitely do that. Okay, we end up at the edge of this cliff, or at the edge of this cave here. We're now at 202 and 175 for the x and the z coordinates. 202 is very close to my 211, and the other one I need to be 141. So this is heading in the wrong direction. I need this to move. Let's see. Yeah. I need to move that way by like 30 blocks, which is perfect because I need to move a little bit more that way, a little bit more that way, and then a little bit more that way, which is exactly what I want to do. I want to make kind of like a curving staircase, which will go down, maybe connect to that right there. It looks like there's some sort of natural, structure here that I can work off of. Oh, that Enderman is tempting. I'm going to try to get Ender Pearl. If I die, I die. Come get me, buddy. I can hear him coming. Hello, sir. Hello? Don't hit me. Don't hurt me. Hey, buddy. What's going on? Okay, that's enough. All right, let's just... All right, come here, buddy. Come here. Show me what you got. You got nothing. You got nothing. You got nothing. Look at this. I'm exposed. Oh. I'm exposed. I'm exposed. Man, what a loser. Come get me. Hello? It would seem he's gone for good. All right. Well, if he comes back and gets me while I'm out exposed, then I guess that's my own fault. For starting a fight, I couldn't finish. Wow, this hoe is really beat up. I need to go get myself. Let's make an iron one next because that thing. I think the iron one cuts through the leaves like they're butter. So let's just break this thing. There we go. Get it out of my inventory. There we go. All right, let's go make up a hoe real quick. And I will get to starting to map out this pathway immediately afterward. doing pretty good. Oh, I have another stone one to work through. Never mind. We're going to have to put off upgrading to iron until I can use this one up. All right. So let's continue up this hill. I think eventually I'm going to make a proper staircase to get up to the top of this hill. And it's going to be over here in this clearing area. So I'm going to wait till I have this established so I can then create a pathway backwards down into this. And then I'll just sort of build the structure and the terrain around it. I think that's probably a good timeline for projects. Oh, yeah. I ended up like in moving around some of my resource packs. That the bushy leaves that I had on the one time was a combination, it was part of a whole pack that you had given me actually, that had like a whole bunch of updated foliage and stuff. I kind of still want to get some stuff from that pack. I may still use it at some point. I really liked that it had like little bits of like sticks and leaves on the ground and stuff. I really liked that, but yeah, it was not to be. Trying to run that and some other stuff ended up, I think, making my game crash, and so I just hadn't figured out which things I need to combine to be most effective yet. Is all the wood gone from here? Why is this still here? This stuff should be decaying. Okay. There we go. All right, so let's say, hypothetically, we have little visitor center up here, okay? We'll end up doing the visitor center build sometime later. But let's just say, hypothetically, you know, visitor center. Which will be bigger than this, but, you know, let's just say that. There we go. Visitor center. And let's say that there's like a doorway out the back, right? Then let's say that now then this would be a staircase. So if I want to try to make a staircase using slabs, I could do this, because like for a slab staircase, you need to be. Oh yeah, you're right. Vanilla Tweaks does have a bushy leaves mod. I just haven't put it on. I now have 3 different collections of mods from Vanilla Tweaks that I have to activate or deactivate. So I need to just combine those into one and then download that and add it in. I just haven't done it yet. So I've got 2 blocks, one for a slab, one for this. So if I want to do a slab staircase, it needs to be in stairs of 2. So let's just sort of see how well this works. There we go. Oh, that's not 2. Neither is that one. Hey, look at that. I completely stopped my pattern immediately when I stopped talking. That's why you keep talking. Otherwise, you will stop paying attention. All right, I'm afraid that's not moving fast enough. I may have to kind of use a combination of stairs and slabs. Sometimes going steeper, sometimes going more shallow. And I also kind of want it to end up over here, so I should start building a sort of a diagonal using a sort of L shape here. Let's dig that out. There we go. Using these kind of L shapes. Come on. There we go. Maybe something like that. So I can kind of start doing this and then sort of stack this up. So this will eventually be wall, because I'm also going to have to custom terraform this whole cliff face over here. And it is very dark out. So I'm going to go run to a bed. Let's go into the trail ruin. I think that's closer. Yeah, like this whole area is going to require a whole bunch of hand making. There we go. Okay. So, wow, these leaves make it so hard to see anything. This tree needs to go. It seems somewhat ironic, like trying to preserve like the history of this area, you know, like with the trail ruins. But in so doing, I'm just gonna like tear down all of like the natural forest. That seems kind of, you know, very national parks of me. Okay. So I think keeping this straight until it's halfway down, then curving is very sudden. I kind of want this to be a much more gradual turn. So like if I just start like rock wall here, and I just start moving in this direction right away, right? I think that's what I need to do. Let's do that. Step down here. There we go. And continue that direction. Be something like... Yeah, this is starting to head the right direction. Where you at? I see you. Huh. Aw. He's not... Zombie. Come here. That's right. Fight me. Alright. So, if I plan to alternate stair step and slab step, I think that'll give me enough room to be able to kind of do a hybrid of using stairs and slabs, and it'll end up feeling pretty natural. Because I can always then adjust that in the moment while I'm building the staircase. And in order to give myself the room to do that, I'm just going to alternate between like effectively 1 block wide and 2 block wide steps. So, and like this is very rough in the moment, but it's all here for the sake of a blueprint. Now I need to get from here to there. So I'm gonna need to straighten out a little bit. Let's move this down. There we go. Continuing this way just a bit more. This one's our 2 wide. There we go. Continue this one over here. 1 block, and then make this one a 2 block wide. Continue to straighten it out on this one. Let's actually shave this edge off here. Maybe even bring this up just a touch. Just simply to signify to me when I'm looking at it, this is going to be a wall or something like that, right? So now we're going to start straightening out our angle here to now be going straight forward. So let me shave this off. Let me just reclaim all these resources because I only have so much cobble right now. In fact, I should probably also just make stone walls, like not literal stone walls, but like those walls on the left side when you're walking down too, so I can kind of track where I want it to end. like, let's say, I mean, I guess, honestly, just like right where the dirt is, it's a pretty good place for it to end. It's going to be pretty, I mean, it's going to be kind of wide, but that's fine. We can deal with that. I haven't decided what kind of blocks we'll use yet. And then like as we move this way, I can then have this I can either put a railing up on this side of the steps, or I can just kind of bring the stone wall out, and then that'll give me a lot of diagonals when building it back up again. So either way, really. So this comes down here. Let's straighten it out to here by just making this wall continue over. Just continue this. Make it feel natural. Yeah, kind of reversing the shape of the L's here is going to help with making it feel like it's suddenly changing direction a little bit. This one's a 1 block, which means this one needs to be a 2 block. Make this one a 1 block. There we go. And now we're going to need to, as we continue out, before we get to that like swath of ropes there, or vines, we're going to have to then start curving around to try to head that direction. Not like really, really sharp that direction yet. Because, I mean, well, pretty close. Like right now, right here is 209. So I need to be here, 211. This is lined up on this axis with where my actual entrance is. Now that entrance isn't exact. So if I continue back here where that is, I'm going to end up being able to give myself the space to create an archway once I get down there. So that's good. So our goal is to hit that diorite right there. So that's going to be kind of a sharp turn. It's going to kind of swing wide and then kind of come back in and probably end up entering more on that surface of the block instead of on this surface of the block. It's going to be using kind of a lot of blocks, but that's okay. I'm not here, I'm not here for a wait, how does it go? Like, we're here for a good time, not a long time. Yeah, that's it. And the whole world is made of blocks. I may as well use some blocks up. Okay, good. So, we continue down this direction. Kind of straighten it out. Let's take this off. Myself that, and then this one's going to be a 2 wide, and then a 1 wide. Come on, there we go. And now we instantly need to curve. So we're going to start with this L shape to start kind of suggesting, right? They were heading this direction. Like so, right? So you can kind of see sort of the feel of this, and then this is going to have to curve in. So let's actually do this, and then just adjust this one to be a slightly shallower piece. So this is probably going to be 2 steps at once. I'm not sure. Let's actually extend this out by a block or 2. There we go. Now, as you see, this does give us a very sharp turn suddenly to go down here and sort of start to curve, and then suddenly, if I build this up as a wall, it'll be really sharp. So let's do this. Make it a little bit softer. So I want for the natural progression to go like you step here, and then you step here. So that means the wall should be like here, and then maybe curve it around like there, and kind of do this kind of like diagonal-ish line here. Let's take that one out and have this be flooring. Maybe just extend that out. No, keep that there. I like that. How does that feel? That's pretty good. If I can then, let's see, make this then the pathway, and then just sort of continue it now in this direction, and then do another pivot as we get down lower. So let me track my steps here. So I've got a 2 wide, I've got a 1 wide, I've got a 2 wide, I've got a 1 wide. This is kind of a 2 wide from this angle. A 1 wide, so next up is a 2. I'm going to need some kind of blocks to suspend me soon. Hopefully I can make do with those vines. Okay, so there's a 2. So this is we're still in the middle of a curve, so we're still now heading in this direction for a few more blocks. So let's do this. Bring that up. Actually, this doesn't have to go over here quite so far, because if you think about it, this will end up being a wall. Whether it's a literal wall or whether it's a railing, this will be like the edge of the walkway. There we go. There we go. So, looking at how this looks, right? Like the kind of enclosed space here. I think this feels like a good width for a staircase. It does feel really rough, but then we'll end up cleaning it up like we did for the hill up there. We start with cobble as our template, and then we'll fill it in with real blocks later on. Oh, that's a lot of enchanted stuff. The bow's not enchanted, which is unfortunate. Let's see if we can pick a fight with a skelly fully clad in armor. Oh, missed me. Whoop. All right. Now, he didn't give me anything except experience. But you know what they say about experience. It takes experience to get experience. So, let's just head up here and go to bed because it's getting late and dark, and I don't want to be out when the mobs come out. Not a fun time for me. Yeah. Well, dang. Come on. What are we down here? Is it raining again? Gosh, it's raining every day. It is a jungle. So, I suppose, raining in the jungle, rainforest kind of thing, not a big deal. It's kind of expected, I suppose. All right, while we're down here, chores. You clear out my copper. Throw that down here. It's gold. Maybe I should take a quick detour sometime here. 8:16. Yeah, we'll do that. And go check out, try to activate the nether. That could be fun. I haven't done that yet. Let's put all this stuff away. Dirt goes in here. I may have to start using dirt for pathing if my cobble doesn't hold out. Look at this. I've only got a stack and 3 left. It's not very good. I should also make a new shovel. As you do. There we go. Oh, wait. Oh, I had one right here. I'm blind. I thought that was a pickaxe. Because, I'm blind. Nope. There we go. I know what I'm doing. I'm good at this. All right. So, our pathway. Okay, this thing. Okay, this thing is still here, still in my face. I think this is the tree that I said I. No. The jungle tree is the one I said I might keep. This one, on the other hand, this is plain up in the. This is plain old in the way. Straight up in the way. That's what I meant to say. There we go. All right, so let's see. Heads down this direction and roughly. I don't like that block being there. Yeah, that works. Continue down here. All right. Let's go. Let's see what we make with this. Can I make it? Yep. Yes. All right, so this one's a 1, and so now this one needs to be a 2. I'm gonna keep this corner kind of shallow just because I want to be able to, let's see, to kind of redirect in more of a straight line now. And I think from here I may end up making just stairs because that's not enough space to make it over there without going just stairs. That was kind of close. Okay. You know what? Here's what we're going to do. That creeper is going to be a problem. So let's take him out. Sir, thank you for your service. There we go. You've done great things for this world, great things for the land. I appreciate your explosions and your gunpowder, but maybe later. Come on, climb. Ah. Gosh. Okay. All right. So this is the platform we're heading for. So I can then, let's see, just build this out just a little bit. Let's say like that. And then maybe step it up, literally. Let's do this. Okay, let's do this. There we go. Oh, there we go. Over here. Okay, this is okay. So that's a 1. This one's a 2. And if this one's a 1, wow, we may actually be able to keep a 1-2 consistency all the way down. One, 2, and then finally, this one will just be a 1 heading down here. So let me clear out some of this head space because this feels a little bit tight. There we go. Nice. Well, we now have a basic, like a basic staircase, which is heading down. Let me see it from the top down. So let's say supposed visitor center, right? It's gonna have to be bigger than this. It's actually surprisingly cramped up here. I can move that. I can move it this way a bit though. I'll show you why I want to get to that platform specifically in just a second. First, I want to just make sure that I like the feel of the stairs. It's a pretty good angle, pretty good consistency in downward stepping. It doesn't feel like you're falling, and yeah, you end up down here pretty naturally. So let me show you why I'm coming here. I'm currently planning the proper entrance into the trail ruins. So if I go to my coordinates, this is now leaving me at x207. There on the left, you can see x207, and then on the right is z164. The coordinates I'm shooting for, it don't have to be exact, but I'm shooting around there to start connecting me, is x211 and z141. Now, as I move this way, the z is going to keep moving down. So the x is already within 5 blocks of where I need to be in the x. Yeah. So this is actually heading me back in that direction. So now this is going to be heading me, like, I'm now as far this way as I need to go. I now need to go this way by roughly 20 blocks and down, no wait, not down, up actually, believe it or not, by like 7 blocks. So if I'm doing that if I need to move about 20 blocks, move up about 7, I could end up going with the simple like slab staircase, because if I need to go about 7 up, that'll take me about 14 blocks long to move all that height in slabs. So I can just have the first, and that's like from here. So like I can just have like the first few steps just be flat, and then have that turn into a staircase. And then that'll end up getting me approximately where I need to go. And look at this, like the visuals like coming out here, this feels like Indiana Jones or something. It's really nice. So let's just dig over there, connect it up, and then I can cover up that hole in the ground, and then we can decide what we're going to be doing for our next terraforming project. But first things first. Yeah, I'm going to have to make this thing much safer to walk down, you know, for all the visitors who are you know, not as careful as I am. All the visitors who don't exist on my single player world. Yes. Anyway, so too wide, maybe a little bit too narrow, but I may want that. I may end up starting with just a too wide, then have it open up again once it starts a staircase, just to kind of give a little bit of this kind of adventurous, claustrophobic, kind of like you're walking through, you know, like you're walking through a cave kind of feel, you know, like I could end up just kind of closing it in and sort of like decorating this in the same way that you'd see if you go to like a museum. That like you get to kind of like walk through the rocks, and like they make it feel like you're exploring, even though everything's very curated. So let's do this. I'm gonna open up this staircase to probably 4 wide, and then I'll probably end up doing some like decorations in the walls. So this is gonna be a bit of digging. Hopefully I'm just gonna destroy all my picks, and that's okay. That's what they're there for. So from here, if I start making this a slab staircase going up. Who's behind me? There's nothing behind me. I think there's another cave. There's another cave around here somewhere. Oh gosh, no, don't throw that. For that matter, they might just be below. I'm not sure where they are, but I do always hear zombies around here someplace. There's a man. Hello, sir. You need to get off my property. Oh, come on. There we go. And account for the drop. There we go. Look at that. One more shot. Nice. Like it was planned. Okay. So I'm going to need this coal because I always need more coal. That's just a given. Okay. Now, if we start with this being 4 wide, I personally really like high ceilings. And I think part of that's just because I'm tall in real life. So, like, I just feel more comfortable when I have a lot of headspace. Oh, nice. Well, enjoy your brownies. I did not make brownies today. Okay. Go. So there's 2. Let's actually do this because then like these first ones will be slabs and then stair. No, wait, yeah, that's how it works. Yeah, so like slabs and then block, and then this one should be a slab and block. So this should actually be. So I'm actually moving a block too fast. There we go. There we go. Now we're at the 2. Yeah, I agree. So I'm probably going to have like an area, like specifically once you kind of go from this like large open cavernous area and you kind of start entering through the caves, I'm probably going to have this little hallway area be very claustrophobic feeling, and then have that open up into a wide staircase. I could start with the staircase being more claustrophobic and then have it slowly expand outward. That is an option. Let's see, but if I keep it like that for the first step, and then just have these step up in the same, like in accordance with the same steps, I think that'll get me where I need to go. For the moment, we just got to dig out the staircase and then actually look at the height. a little bit later on. Yeah, I thought so. I really need to figure out where that skeleton is. One and two. There we go. 2, 1, 2. Let's go there. Is that correct? Yeah, that lines up with my stairs. There we go. And continuing on. I kind of hope this should open up a few blocks, like 5 or 10 blocks to the left of where I actually want. So I should be able to then open up a whole like room and then create an archway entering the trail ruin. I hope, if my math is correct. And that zombie. I was hearing the zombies and the skeletons while I was up there at the trail ruin too. And I don't know what cave they're in. I tried looking for it and I had no success. Here's 2. I've got to be getting close after these. I'm going to check the coordinates after this and see where this leaves us. Which actually, it's really good that we did some digging because I was on my last stack of cobble. And so this is actually going to be really good to get some more. All right. So let's check our numbers real quick. There we go. All right, 206, 145. I'm looking for 211, 141. So yeah, probably, oops, wrong button. There we go. So probably like 2, well, no, not 2, like 4, sorry, 2 more steps. So 2 wide steps, probably till we get there. And I'll get that coal later. Go. Aha, look at that. An opening. Let's see what's inside. That's unnecessary. All right, and look at that. We're even like exactly exactly right, like right on like the floor block I was looking for. I mean, like maybe 1 up. I actually could probably move this down 1. But we were very, very close. Like this actually lined up very well. So this will end up opening up. I'm gonna end up opening up some kind of like a larger room here, because I kind of don't necessarily like. I think it would probably be better for visuals if you either walk through like a kind of corner entryway here, which is some kind of like archway, and then then like once again you have to kind of like squeeze through through kind of like a narrow passageway for the sake of like you're like controlling your line of sight. So like let's say if you had to like come this way a little bit more and kind of like if this was your entryway, but like you had to like get around something which was like obscuring your view. So then, like you know, for the sake of your line of sight, you would then sort of come around and end up like, let's say if it was something like this, and you had to like sneak sort of through something like this, like that shape roughly, or like this even. And you then would have to like you know, come up here and then see that there were like a few scattered blocks in the ground and maybe like a little bit of an archway, and then like you come through here and you kind of like sneak around, and then you have to sort of sneak through, and then you get this big reveal, because all this is going to be opened up similar to in here. So I'm going to end up uncovering all of this, so I'm going to be cutting out all this extra stone, so you'll kind of come around the corner of this little entryway into this big expansive ruin. And that's what it's going to end up looking like when I get done with this. But you know, this iron pick digs so slow. This is going to take me quite a while. But hey, that's what streaming's for, right? We can take our time. I'm going to go make a new pick, come back and dig this, and we'll kind of assess our like the height. I think it looks like I might need the ceiling to go up one more block. It looks like it's a little bit narrower than I had in my head. I'll probably bring it up by one block, and then, because once I actually detail stuff, I'll be able to better control with like stairs and things. It won't actually be that high when it's all said and done, because I'll be using stairs and slabs and stuff in order to make things feel a little bit more closed. But you always have to start with a slightly wider opening than you think you need in Minecraft, because blocks take up so much space. So we'll start with that. And then I can go and officially cap off the hole I have in the ground. So that's kind of nice. Now I just have to make a staircase so I can get up to my my visitor center, as I'm calling it. There we go. Anything else to smelt? Nothing else to smelt. Okay. Let's go with a few picks. There we go. I totally could go with a diamond pick, but like I'm okay staying with iron for the moment. I kind of want to wait till I can go and take one or two big mining trips before I make more diamond gear. Maybe even like make a diamond pick for that mining trip. Okay, so while I'm over here, let's just do this. Because I keep automatically running down this path, this thing is actually going to end up going over here. There we go. So into this clearing, which eventually is going to be like tall stonework all the way around with vines hanging. Then this will end up sort of coming over here and then heading sort of up the hill in this direction. So this is, again, just simply for the sake of kind of sketching something out. Come on. All this foliage, once again. You have to take a foliage break just to cut it all down. There we go. Okay, good. It always amazes me how far away things seem to be in this game until you start to build between them, and then you realize, oh yeah, that's like 5 blocks that way. Like the world becomes so much smaller once you start building in it. It's crazy. Like, there's my base, like right there. Oh shoot. Yeah, don't like that. Sir? Oh, my game's a little glitchy right now. There we go. Meet your end. That leather cap does nothing for me. Alright. So we'll end up heading down this staircase, coming around the corner. I'm going to have to make a railing for this side so you can look out over this and you can see everything. I should probably go down there and also like strategically light up different portions and like decorate this so it looks much more appealing. But then you'll come up here, which you won't have to jump because there'll be slabs. And yeah, let me move these up one more block. There we go. And I'm gonna have to use all that clay that I gathered from the lush cave down below in my base, like in my basement. I'm gonna have to use all of that clay as terracotta, I think. Let's actually do this. There we go. So that can kind of gradually get steeper. That way then looking back down, you can also see it kind of like, there's almost this like optical illusion of it like curving way down steeply suddenly. So I kind of like that. Now, here's a question. If you are, let's say, digging something like this, which may end up getting seen, for the sake of trying to make this look like a real cave, do you think I should keep things like the scars in the side of the wall here? Should I keep something like that? Maybe not this exactly, but like, do you think I should actually dig out like scars in the wall to make it look more like a cave? Or do you think I should keep this just smooth and look much more like designed and curated? Which one do you think would give the better vibe walking into a ruin like this? I mean, you could make it look like really pristine to kind of suppose that whatever people group created this place was very opulent. You could go that way. Or you could try and build something like a cave to make it look like this is something that's like centuries old and has been so like lost and decrepit that like the entire cave has just formed around it. So like there's a couple different ways you could look at it. All right, so I'm going to start. Let's start with creating some symmetry here. So like I've got here my archway, my 2-block wide archway. I don't know if it'll stay here, but I now have a simple 1, 2, 3, 4 diagonal wall. So there's 1, 2. Let's do 3 and 4. So let me just start digging out 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, so let me just start digging out on the 5th block. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th one here. So I'll start digging it out to here. I think this feels like a good width for the first entry room or, you know, area. There we go. So let's see. One, 2, 3, 4, and then the 5th. Okay. That's pretty nice. As for how vaulted the ceilings will be, I think that's good. That like vaulting the ceilings properly is going to require coming in here and just digging out all the stone that isn't this stuff, which is going to be a massive project. And I don't know if I want to start that now or if I want to wait on that. So I'm unsure about that part. And this entryway I'll end up probably changing at some point too. I hear a skeleton. You know what? Let's go investigate. Oh, Oh, that was a sharp shot. Oh, I'm all out of arrows. Oh boy. Oh, he's got an enchanted armor, but not an enchanted bow. Oh well. I'll just leave him to it. Alright, let me go get a shield. There we go. Oh, and some dirt. And then I'm going to go cap off the other one. So this is easier to... So I can just start using my own pathway the whole time. Let's get rid of these sticks. Okay. All right, looking pretty good. Uh-oh, don't like that sound. Hey guys, what's going on? The exhibit's not open yet, so you're gonna have to just wait your turn, wait in line. Yeah, just you know, just like I understand that like you like to enter, but firstly, it's not even open yet, and secondly, this is government property, so you can't be protesting. Yeah, I'm gonna go. Let's hope those guys despawn and then don't just attack me because yeah, I don't have the arrows for that. I should. Oh, the lighting just changed. Oh, it's evening. It's evening and morning, the second day. I should totally add some kind of like stone marking or something on this so that I can like just like, I don't know, build like a custom boulder on it or something, just simply because this was like the entrance to the trail ruins, like the initial entrance, just as some kind of a sort of like monument. There we go. Let's do this. Let's do a mixture of granite and cobble. A couple of pixels need to be, there we go, done properly as well. Oh, this just looks like slices of different kinds of stone. Let's actually cut this out. Let's actually make this granite cutting through the central one so it doesn't just look like a sandwich of stone types. Stick this one up a little higher here in the back just for highlights, and then kind of bring this up and around, sort of connect it via the back. Look at it now. That looks pretty natural. It does look kind of big, but like, you know, there are big rocks in the world. There we go. At the very least, this will tell me where to build a thing if I end up building something else later. So for starters, there's this. And then I will figure that out. I'll figure out what to do out there later. Once I kind of decide a proper like build style for this whole region, I'll probably build something there later. All right. Let's Make this path something a little bit more, you know, used and lived in, because we will be using it quite a bit. Time to go take a nap. Let's go sleep. Refill my tea. Alright, let's put these away. Wait, what's that you're saying? Was that a typo? I don't quite understand what you're saying. What about the other what about the other fellows? Oh yeah. Yeah, that'd be kind of cool. I mean, I'm sure there's some kind of a mod like that where you can, like, you know, have the game automatically create path block where you go. That's probably a thing. No idea though, I haven't looked into it. Oh yeah. Well, you know, the pillagers, I guess, I just like to assume that the pillagers were waiting to get into the museum. And by the museum, I just mean into the trail ruin. I don't think I need anything else. I'm not quite sure what I'm going down there to do yet. Maybe I'll just start clearing stuff out. I'm not sure. Ocelot. What up, buddy? Now, most likely, this, like, visitor center will not just extend to the staircase, but most likely it'll be a larger building, which will have like a couple of rooms. Hey guys, no, don't, buddy. Hey, look, you don't want to do this, okay? No, he didn't want to do that. He didn't want to do that. Okay. Come here. I don't have any arrows. All right, we're gonna surprise attack him. Look, he's not gonna expect us around the corner here. That's right. Yeah, I got him. Beat him up. Beat him up. Get off my lawn. That's right. Yeah. Voluntary exile. That's right. You all stay away from my place. This is mine. Let me put this up here just to remind you. Don't come back. Okay? I need to go drink some milk. Not because I'm a child, but because I want to get rid of this static effect. Where did I put my buckets? I knew I had them. Oh, here they go. As for bed color, actually, typically what I'll do in whatever map is, once I make a bed, I'll just go and grab the nearest item around me that can make it dye, and then I'll just dye it whatever that color is, just based on wherever I happen to be at the time. No, if I trigger a raid, I can't get a totem, because if I trigger a raid, I'm going to die, because I don't have that much gear. I'm not prepared to fight Ravagers in this material that I have. I don't want to do that. Doesn't sound fun to me. Besides, I haven't even found a village yet, so I don't want to just walk around with the static effect forever, because that's just kind of a pain. I think there's normally cows like way that direction, but honestly, I don't feel like going to get cows right now. I don't feel like dealing with that. I need to make myself a shield, actually. That's what I was going to do while I was down there, because then I can put that banner on the shield and, you know, show everybody that I'm the boss. And that this is my land. Oops, I meant to only grab 2 of those. There we go. Let's put these logs away. Shield. Okay, if I got the stuff for arrows. No feathers. So, evidently not. That's fine. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. That's cool. There we go. Let's just do this. Yeah. There we go. Now my shield. Now I can show everybody that I make the rules here. See this? This was the last man who tried to attack me on my property. Don't try the same thing. Alright. I need to find his friends. That guy had a bunch of friends with him. Where'd they go? Did they fall down the cliff? Hello, pillagers. Don't make me hunt you. Where you at? Oh, that was close. I guess they must have despawned or something. Wait. Wait. I see one. He's up above. He's in the trees. Oh, I'm all out of arrows. Well, let's go take him out. We can't have this infestation any longer. Hey. Shh. Just calm down. Just calm down. It'll be over soon. Don't make this harder than it has to be. Don't make this harder than it has to be. Oh, like right up against a tree branch. That's like, it's a horrible way to go. Man. He did it to himself. I stand by that. Also, what an upgrade. I now have a crossbow. No arrows though. All right, let's Tarzan my way down here. There we go. All right, so this is a peaceful place to hang out, except for the creepers and the spiders, wherever that guy was at. All right, I'm actually really glad that this this hallway came together really quickly. So I think I'm gonna dig out inside here much more today, but I am going to, let's see. So what are your thoughts? What do you think? What do you think we should do? Should we spend the rest of the time here, like working on either putting stone around the clearing, or work on the staircase and kind of like putting together like the basic plot for this visitor center? One of those things is what we'll be doing here in a minute. I'm going to take a quick couple-minute break. I'm going for like an hour and 45 minutes now, so I'm gonna go back to my base. I'm just gonna take like 5 minutes or so, 5-10 minutes maybe, for a quick bio break and just to kind of get myself reset. And then when I come back, we'll either work on the visitor center and the staircase, or we'll work on the sort of clearing and the staircase leading up to the visitor center. So yeah, we'll put the slabs down on the stairs. Actually, most of the stairs are probably going to change. They're not going to stay cobblestone. I haven't decided what materials I'm going to use. I may end up having to use brick. So for that very reason, actually, while I step away, let me get some bricks cooking, and that will be probably a good use of my time. There we go. There we go. Let's actually make, let's see, a couple more. There we go. Alright. Since I can't use either of these, I'm just going to put them away for the moment, so it's one more space in my inventory. Right on. Alright. So I'm going to step away now for a moment. Let me... Wait, wrong button. All right, and we're back. Welcome back. Hope you're able to take a couple minutes. Oh, you know, I really should have left my game unpaused so this would all cook while I was gone. I did not do that. Lame. Okay. So, I'm going to have to figure out what I want to do for these staircases. Now it's nighttime. Okay, let's sleep. So the staircase. I feel like I don't necessarily want it to be made of stone until we get into the cave. Yeah. So we should probably use some kind of wood. Let's use jungle wood because it's accessible. I suppose just jungle wood and jungle slabs all the way. And then we can maybe do something different if we want other kinds of accents like railings or things of that sort. Then we can maybe use oak, or if we get hold of spruce at some point, or maybe even bamboo. Bamboo wood might look cool. It's that very yellow wood. Let me try them both. But first, I'm going to have to go get some bamboo because I keep using up all my bamboo every time I get it. So, let's start with this. I'm going to make myself a crafting table. I'm going to make myself a I'm going to make myself a chest. So I've got a couple options, and I'd be interested to hear your input as to what you think. So there we go. Let's just put that stuff away. So I could either use, right, jungle logs, jungle slabs as my stairs, like all the way down, of course with slabs and things. Or I could use the bamboo, which I'm going to go get some for the sake of showing a demonstration side by side. Or I could go with the same kind of blocks that we're seeing in the trail ruins. So things like bricks and terracotta, and it could be, whoop, whoop, whoop. Hey, buddy. I didn't need that. That was mean. Well, that was unnecessary. Fine. Either way, I mean, like, you know, I was going to end up, like, rebuilding this thing anyway. That's fine. But my other option aside from wood types would be to use various kinds of bricks and terracotta and stuff like that to make it look like it ties in with the trail ruins themselves. It's kind of like a reference to it. I'll probably be using terracotta types in like the ground here, like in the floor when I build this. So I think that might make the most sense. But that's going to be really expensive to do. So if you got any ideas, you know, let me know. Okay, that's a good that's a good point. That's a good point. Like, I mean, like, I wouldn't want for it to be confusing, like for people to think that like that's what it would, what it was made of originally. Like, I wouldn't want people to think that like these stairs are part of the ruin. So that's a good point. I almost would want to use like acacia or something because that that's the kind of wood that like it's got the same color profile as like the terracotta, but it isn't terracotta. That could be kind of cool. You think we should just go with the jungle wood then? I'm down with that. Well, see, I actually don't have any acacia yet, but I do know where to get some. But I totally thought that was a villager just sitting out there. I was like, what the crap? Why is there a villager? Not my vibe, man. Not my vibe. But yeah, I don't currently have any acacia, but I do know of some that I could get to with my boat right now. I just haven't grown it up and collected a bunch. So I think, okay, let me just move some of this stuff aside. There we go. That's not a lot of bamboo. It's some, but it's not much. Oh, that's great. Well, I think that's all we're going to collect anyway, because my sword's out and I don't want to travel for very long without a sword. I'm not particularly good at the whole combat scenario. So I'll keep my axe here just in case something happens. We also look for a cow while I'm out because I still have this effect. Yeah, I mean, like regardless of whether the bamboo is too light, I just want to have some around me anyway because it's really easy to use for things. Ooh, nah, we're good. Ah, my raft. I kind of forgot that I left this over here. Let's put the raft in the boat. Try and figure that out. Okay. So let's head this way. Wow, it's kind of, the feedback's looking kind of glitchy for me. Hopefully it's not really rough for you. You like let this area load in just a little bit. There we go. So I believe up here on top of this hill and off to the right a bit, I believe that's where the acacia begins. So we'll go at least cut down a few trees. We'll bring some saplings back. Maybe I'll work on the stone clearing area. While in the meantime I grow acacia trees and I kind of maintain some of the stuff in the background so that it'll give me a chance to accumulate them. I haven't checked out this cave yet. There's pumpkins. I know how much you love pumpkins. Okay, so there's the birch trees and the oak trees over there. Yeah, no, I agree with that. Oh, is that it? Aha, I think that's what we're looking for. There in the distance. I can barely see it. All right, we're going to need to go over there to the next like, ravine edge. Let's go over here. So while I'm going, so there's this. I think I texted you about this actually. There's this new game that I found that I came across. It's on Steam. I believe it's called like Fears to Fathom or something like that. Oh, sheep! Yes. Give me some of that. I will one day collect sheep and I'll start breeding them, but that is not this day. Nice. Ah, sweet milk. Sweet milk. Excuse me, sir. Don't mind me. Just, taking some leather. Nice. Well, anyway, now that I've got that spree out of the way, yeah, so this game. Oh, holy crap, that's a lot of sheep. I didn't bring any wheat. Ah, it's fine, I'll come back. I pretty much always find a ton of them here. But this game, I believe it was called Fears to Fathom or something to that degree. It's a horror game. It's basically a first-person like game which like the developers basically take like Reddit horror stories and stuff like that, and then end up developing them into like levels or like effectively like short stories in the game. And so like basically you just get to play through actual like scary experiences that people have had, but you get to play through it like first person, and it's got this whole like kind of creepy VHS filter on it, and like the graphics are kind of like uncanny valley looking. Like it's actually pretty creepy to play. There is like the first kind of like introduction adventure, which like only takes like a little while. Like you can play it in under an hour. It's free, and then each of the additional maps cost like I don't know, a couple of bucks. Like it's actually really cheap. So yeah, I'm thinking that I'm probably going to get those maps, and I'm going to throw in some streams here and there, and I'm probably going to play them on stream at some point, because I mean horror like the genre of horror I like. It's a lot of fun, but also I really don't like, because I actually like it, like it's actually scary. Like real life situations, like the introduction episode is basically like you're playing as like a 14-year-old kid who is home alone for the evening, like, you know, while his parents are out, and then like somebody like breaks into the house. It's very scary. So like the differences between like the difference between some of the scary stuff in this and some of the scary stuff in just like a monster horror game is that these are scenarios that really do and really could happen to you. So it feels very immersive because of that. So it's pretty great, and I thought you'd like them. Originally, I was hoping that they would be multiplayer, so like we could both play them on stream, but I don't believe they are multiplayer. I don't think there's a you know, I don't think that's a capability. Come on, sheep. There we go. Wow. That's a dumb tool for that. I'll come back for these guys later. Yeah. Yeah. I agree. The whole faceless monster thing, man, it makes it so much worse. Which, like, I mean, those are always the best kind of monsters. Like, all the monsters who, like, which became famous in, like, pop culture, which everybody references when they, whatever, like, you know, when they talk about the horror genre, stuff like Alien and things like that everybody likes to reference. And the Thing, the whole kind of concept of that is that you don't see, or like you don't know where the monster is at any given time. And you don't see what it looks like. You don't know what it is. So your imagination gets to run wild with it. It is super scary. I did end up making it through the whole episode with the kid. I don't know if there are various endings depending on your choices. That would be kind of an interesting thing to try. Maybe the next time that I play it on stream, or like, you know, like whenever I do play it on stream, maybe I'll replay that one first, just as a kind of entry level thing, and to kind of test out, like, you know, make some slightly different decisions than I did that time, and just sort of see. Oh gosh, this is a horrible weapon. Just like see if the story changes based on your choices, or if it's kind of a forced hand situation. Yes, I got to the point where there's a knock on the door, and like you look out the window and like you see somebody outside. Yeah. All right. Oh, look, a village. Hey, that's good to know. I'm gonna have to go over there and, you know, visit those guys. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Don't mind me, just coming through. Skeleton and armor. Another skeleton. Wait, but that guy's got an enchanted bow. It's so tempting. What do you think are the odds that I could get like a creeper to go blow him up? I think yeah, I think that based on what you're saying, now when you describe, you know, the fact that there's like a face peeking around the corner and stuff, was that in the first episode with the kid? Because like I'm pretty sure that depending on where you are at specific given times, then you can see different things happening. You just kind of have to be aware and like kind of like look around and just sort of like be aware of your surroundings. Because I didn't see a time when there was like a head peeking in the window. I didn't see that. I did see, like, you know, at the point when you get like a text which says that like there's somebody outside, and you know like you shouldn't go you shouldn't go outside and stuff. Then you end up hearing like a knock on the door, and like you know you end up going downstairs to check, and you end up seeing a person sitting outside. I never saw somebody looking in the window. Yeah, I'm pretty sure the different endings end differently. Yeah, like for example, early on, like at the very beginning, when you first walk outside of your room, if you go over to your parents' room, then you can see like a dark figure out in the driveway, just like standing there looking at the house, and then like they turn and walk away once you come into view. So like, but then other times, if you end up going somewhere else first, and then you go into there afterward, you don't see that because that only happens in the very first few minutes of the game. Yeah, I'm gonna have to play it again and try some different stuff. Do do things in a different set of circumstances. Like at one point, I thought that I found like the back door cracked open, even though I was sure that I had closed it, and I wasn't. But like that hadn't happened a different time. Like I kind of played like a bit. I kind of played it in bits at a time, and each different time that I played through like the first half of the scenario, things felt a little bit different each time. So I'm not sure if the game randomizes things when you play, or if it just responds to your actions every time you play. It's kind of an interesting situation, and I'm very curious to how exactly the game randomizes things or works. Can't get me. Oh yeah, all this podzol is great. I really need to come back here for this stuff. Yeah, we should totally find a like multiplayer like scary game, horror game of some sort, and we should play. Like we should both get it and then like you know stream it together. I think that'd be really fun. So if you ever come across one that you know of that's fun, then like let me know, and like I'm totally down to stream something together. I think that'd be fun. Yeah, like at the end, when the doorbell is ringing and you go to go downstairs, and then like the door to your parents' room opens and there's like a red light and there's just like a shadow on the wall and there's like somebody about to come out like right next to where you are. Like you can't go downstairs or else they're going to be able to get you. So I ended up just kind of hanging out upstairs and just kind of like sneaking around, just sort of trying to keep an eye out, and then eventually the police arrived and I was fine. So I didn't actually have to go and interact with the person at the top of the staircase. Because, you know, I tried to be smart. Oh, I really need to go get that thing back. Yes, you can choose to go downstairs. But I didn't because I was scared. I was like, no, like there's someone in my house. I'm not going to go like walk right by the room that they're in. What a stupid thing to do. No, I'm just going to chill up here because, you know, that's what I would really do. When like I realized you kind of can't play horror games as with logic, because then it's no fun. Whoop, whoop. Ah, I looked at chat. Come on. Ah, I'm dropping frames. Oh, there we go. Yeah. So have you seen the gameplay for all the maps that are currently out? Because the most recent one, advertisements for the most recent one, like with the fire tower, that's the one that first like notified me that the game existed. Was seeing advertisements for that. Have you actually seen the gameplay of the fire tower? cook. Let me take some of these out. Yeah. I think the house one is the third map, if I remember right. And then there's the one that's the like hitchhiker one, where you're like driving around in a car and you're going to like an old gas station and stuff. I haven't played, but I did watch the little trailer for it. It looks pretty intense. It's like that kind of stuff that you're always afraid about whenever you're like, you know, out traveling and like you have to stop somewhere at night. It like plays to those fears. All right, feathers. So I actually have what I need now to make a couple of arrows. Oops, I always do these upside down. There we go. Make a sword. There we go. Shield is still great. Hotel one. Which one's the hotel one? I think there's only 4, right? There's like the kid in the house that you start with, which like introduces the game. And then there's the hitchhiker one, there's the house one, and the fire tower one, right? Is there a hotel one that I'm missing? All right, let's grab some of these coal. There we go. Stack of those and that. 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 And a stack of those and that. There we go. There we go. Now we'll put my extra chicken or like my extra food in here for the moment. I'll eat through that stuff. We'll just take a little bit of like a meat break here. Okay. Yeah? Yeah. They become wait, where is it? Yeah, they become terracotta. That's an easy way to get access to terracotta. I mean, easy meaning like, you know, if you find one of these biomes, then it's easy. All right, so while that's going, and while I begin to grow up some more of these acacia saplings, yeah, I'm just going to grow these up naturally. I don't really want to like use the few bones I have as bone meal. I mean, yes, that's almost a stack, but like, I kind of don't want to do that. So I'm going to get what I need to make a few axes. There we go. Make 2 axes. We'll put those aside. So between those 2 and my hoe, we should be okay. I'm just going to plant these, grow them, and in the meantime, we will start. This milk needs to go away. There we go. I'm going to grab some of this stone, and no, cobble first, because I can only spare so much pre-made stone. That's true. I actually have a lot of extra seeds. I can make a whole composter, like auto composter. Yeah, I actually need to do that. That would be a great use of time. Okay, so if I want to come over here, I kind of like having a tree in the center, but I might have to cut it down for the sake of building and then just replant one. Let's see, let me first work on cutting down all these trees. Oh, there we go. And let's put the hoe in the other hand. You know what? Let's do this. Can I use that? No? Oops, wrong button. Okay. Yep, that doesn't work. Look at that. What a move. And that's always super satisfying, just cutting down all these leaves. I love it. Come on. There we go. We're gonna see if I can make that jump. Whoop. All right. Oh. We broke the hoe. Dang. I forgot those broke so quickly with leaves. The leaves take up so much durability. Man, it's crazy. All right. I'm gonna need to go get another hoe. Oops. Oh, great. Let's just climb up here. Nice. Let's see, can I get up to the top of this? I can get up pretty high on this one. Not to the top, though. I need to figure out which one of these will get me to the top. This will get me up to the top of that one, and I can probably jump over. We're going to Tarzan this. There we go. I hear a skeleton, though. I don't know where he is, but I hear one. Okay, let's do this. Huh. There we go. A professional parkour dude, even though I'm very, very bad at parkour. I actually need to go get my boat back because that chest boat is where I had all the bamboo that I just cut down. Go. Oh, that one's already empty. This is a branch. It's an oak branch. This appears to be the top of the tree. Pretty sure that's everything out of this one. Should be, at least. Alright, so let's finish cutting this one down. Keep cutting down these trees. Pretty soon, I'll be able to start actually building up the stonework on this. There we go. Those sun rays are great. Even the fact that like you can even see it like through these a bit, like out of the middle. Man, that's like really great detailing. Okay, I'm going to leave that one there for the moment. Hopefully the rest of everything sort of decays overnight. I'm going to go make 1 or 2 more hose. And, you know, rotate everything in the furnaces. Put away my naturals. Oh, wait, I didn't plant those. I didn't plant the acacia saplings the whole time. Huh. Great. What a classic. Okay, so I want those to plant. This one for my offhand, just in case. Make that into sticks. Good. Cobble. Good. Next up is... Okay. Let's put the wood away. All right. There we go. Let us sleep. All right, there we go. Let's put that terracotta away. Oh, we got more terracotta. Dang, so much. So much of that stuff. All right. Looking good. I could have sworn I just heard a zombie. Nothing? Okay. The bright shining sun of sunlight. I mean of morning. The sunlight of morning. Whatever. Okay, so. So let's see. I'm kind of unsure how this is going to go. Firstly, I don't want it to be so shallow. Once again, I want for it to be kind of steep like the last one. So let's start with maybe digging some of these out. Give me a little bit of an edge to start building with. Just kind of start shaping this out. How does that look for width? Not bad. I feel like this side needs to go back just a little bit. Start by moving this over, shaving this bit off. And maybe not putting these directly in front of the dirt, but instead replacing the dirt. Come on. These branches. There we go. Now this is very flat. I'll give you that. So that's going to need to be either cut into or built in front of. I kind of like the idea of building in front of it, like that. Of course, it'll have to be a different kind of stone once it's all said and done. This is again just a sort of template. So we're going to try and bring both sides up to this height all the way around, and then we'll kind of take a look at what that looks like. Again, kind of very loosely working with that sort of diagonal. Let me move this one up 2 more, and then move this diagonal up to there, right? And then, let's see. This diagonal will move this way. Oops, come on. This one to this diagonal has to go up to there. This one will go up to about the same as this. And that'll be that. Now this here, this diagonal, this one to that one is a major jump. So let's actually move both those up there. Now it just looks like steps. So we'll work on that later. Some of this we want to look kind of like steps because it is actually going to be built, like we're going to have the steps built into it. Let's do this. Bring that there. Bring that up and kind of step it back. There we go. Let's see how that looks. A little bit of variation in height. It's okay. It's a little flat, a little blocky. Let's bring this, let's say maybe bring that one down. Shave off that peak there. We're now giving it a kind of very leftward shape, like the slope is kind of moving upward to the left from here to there, from there to there, from there to there. You can kind of see it. Let's see. Okay, so let's continue this. Even though this part is really flat, I kind of want for this all to step back just in the center here. So let's move this up by like 3, and then maybe move it back, and now kind of connect this to that. Let's actually extend that because this is going to be just 2 blocks wide all the way up, so I kind of want to be able to widen it out. Let's even do that. There we go. So this diagonal to this diagonal, I don't want it to be too sharp. So let's have this one be a slightly shallower movement all around. There we go. Same with this one. Let's move this one up one more. So now it's like a 2-step block, or 2-block step rather. And then we'll kind of do some similar stuff with these, following the regular diagonal pattern. And did I leave a block up there? Why is this not decaying? Oh yeah, look, a block. Ah, oh, dang it. Okay, I'll have to get back up there. Let's get rid of that because I really don't want these vines in my face. It's kind of a pain. There we go. All right, where does that leave us? We're good? Good, good. Yeah, we're good. I can see the stuff decaying automatically. Once it's decaying automatically, then you know that all your wood is gone because it won't decay if there's wood around. All right, good. So let's go diagonal here. This is starting to look kind of crumbled much more than this side. This side looks very blocky and stocky. So let's put one here firstly because this just looks like a weird shape. There we go. That's much better. And so this side kind of begins to crumble downward. So let's just sort of lean into that because I don't want it to look too uniform. And then like if this side's a little bit more broken down, we'll be able to use that as kind of our entryway for our staircase. So let's, instead of stacking it straight up, let's just go with some very shallow diagonals. So this one's going to be like a 1-step diagonal, which will then jump to a 2-step here. 1, 2. This one's going to jump up 1 and then jump up 2. There we go. This one there is now just going to come right back up to 1 and then end up topping off right here. Like that. So let's go a little bit diagonal here just to sort of catch us up. So this one will go up to here and then there. And then we'll make sure that this one's connected so that like the corners are connected here. We'll just fill that in. That can just be replaced right there, right there. Replace that. Give us a little bit more height here in the center to make this look more crumbled, and also to bring it up to this height, which isn't necessary, I suppose, but you know. Give that a diagonal right there. Oops, I don't want this to be so flat. And that just looks like steps. So let's do this. Oh gosh, wrong button. There we go. And then I can potentially put like a step or something in there, a slab or a stair. All right, so let's see. How does this look? It looks pretty natural. I kind of want it to go higher though. What I have in my head for some reason, I don't know why, is like as this goes from this corner to, let's say, this corner, it like scoops upward. And I kind of want for it to get pretty steep over here. Probably another 4 or 5 blocks up. Yeah, the cobblestone does fit pretty well, but I'm probably still going to do more of what I did over here. I'm still going to keep the cobblestone as like the highlight, but I'm going to end up still peppering in the other blocks in order to just make it all look cohesive and like the same kind of stone. But I do kind of want to make this swoop up for some reason. I don't know why. That's just kind of my intuition, and we'll see what that looks like. So let's see. Let's get up here. Most likely what I'll end up doing is just build a natural piece of stonework, and then I'll just cut into it and make stairs, because that's most likely what would happen if somebody was really making stairs into the side of a cliff face. Look at this like reflection. Oh, it's beautiful. It's great. Yeah. Let's bring this up here. So now the question is going to be, going back to my math brain, if I want to go from, let's say, there, because I kind of like this height about to there. So if I want to go from there to there, and I want to go up maybe that many blocks, what's that? 1, 2, 3, 4 to 5 blocks higher than that block there. If I want to kind of peek up another 4 or 5 blocks, but that's going to be what? What is this? Like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14, 15 blocks up. If I wanted to go up 4 or 5 blocks, that means roughly every 3 blocks I need to go up 1. So it can be kind of a gradual climb. I can go like 3 at one height, then jump up 1, then go 3 at one height, then jump up 1, and then kind of at the end scoop up the last couple. A couple of them I could even start with the first 1 or 2 step ups be 4 blocks wide, just simply to give myself a little bit more room to give kind of a last sort of peak in the last moment. Yeah, this looks so swampy up here with this water. So let's say we start here, right? Let's go roughly four blocks along the ridge. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we'll bring that up 1. Right? Then we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4. Bring that up 1. We'll go something like 1, 2, 3, 4. And now we're going to bring this next one. Okay, I'm cutting inward, and then like this whole thing cuts outward. So I actually need to bring this up there. Let's go up 1 here. There we go. Let's bring this up. Bring that up. Maybe put something here in the corner so it breaks it up a bit. Keep the corner, like the diagonals moving. This will be now 1, 2, maybe 3. There we go. And then finally, this last one is going to kind of scoop up 1 or 2 all at the same time. So we're just going to step up one after the other. There we go. So now we just have a step and a step. Let's actually move this one up. Dig this out. So now let's see what this movement looks like. See right there. So like that, it's pretty good. I feel like if I want this to be like in front of the tree, I could actually bring this up 1 more right in front of the tree and just kind of bring it all the way over and then kind of sharply peek it down again. I'm gonna try that and see what that looks like. Except I keep falling behind my own blocks. Yeah, come on. Come on. Okay. I'll fill that in underneath. Ah, come on. Let's do this in back. Just kind of give it a little sort of, broken out point. There we go. That tree is definitely going to have to go. Because this is so tall, because it's so tall and it's therefore so flat, I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to kind of take out the bottom, and it's going to, let's see. So if I go up a few with the cobblestone here while I'm cutting this down. Nice. Then let's say I dig this down and then just bring this right down to where my cobblestone ends here and back. Bring that down one just for some variation in height. And also to, like, you know, highlight the height of this. That will now sort of step out at the peak, right? And I can then kind of follow this. I guess what I called them before were like scars in the wall. I can now kind of follow this in kind of a pattern, so it's not just like a window. So let's just do that. No wait, sorry, not like that. Yeah, I actually want to follow this other, you know, step back that this one does. So let's bring this all back more even. And then let's see with that. Let's maybe bring this out here to kind of step down the shape. See, have it kind of taper down again. And then maybe bring this one up. Now I feel like that's going to look really symmetrical. Oh, that's very symmetrical. That's not what I want. Let's do that. It's helpful, but it's not perfect. Let's do this. That's also going to look sort of symmetrical, but we'll fix it. Stairs and slabs will help to make these symmetrical shapes look a little bit less symmetrical too by breaking up the proportions. Let's do this here. And we'll just call that good. And then let's see. In order to bring this peak down, let's do this. Actually, no. I kind of like the fact that these are just where they are, so let's just do that. Maybe even that. And then just bring there, step down, then here, then we'll go down another one or two. Let's go to here. So from here now, if you ever want a really steep downward slope, go down 2 for every 1 that you move sideways. That'll be a slope of 2 if you're, you know, counting math. So we're going to go down 2 over 1. Then a total of down 2 over 1, total of down 2. And right now we're following a diagonal shape, so down 2, which I guess we just went down 1 over 1 because we're going diagonal 1. And then from here we'll just go over 1. So the shape just changed then, right here at the base. Maybe that'll go up, and then maybe that'll go up. There we go. So, I mean, we can now, like, we're now moving over 2 and then dropping 1 at a time until we drop the last 2. So that shape is pretty good. I kind of want to put a block in there. That feels like a weird L shape that I don't want to be there. We'll end up having to do some extra background work too. Like that. I'm not quite sure what the background work will look like. Yeah, it does. I mean, eventually, when I make this just look like stonework, it should just look like when I try and follow this same like stone and andesite striations pattern as a primary, and then end up accenting. Oh, excuse me. And then end up accenting the edges with cobblestone and tuff, like I did over here. Kind of take the concept of both of these, like for the large flat portions, keep this going, and then for the more crumbled areas, follow the other pattern. I can kind of continue a consistency in the way that I'm building this. And of course, these vines will end up spreading across all of it. And I can put vines up there on that so it hangs down so this doesn't look quite so deep. So between putting like vines on things to kind of cover up the depth of things, and use stairs and slabs to help, like, you know, augment the shape just a bit, that's going to be very nice. And how is this just hanging here? That's broken. Stop it. Stop it. There we go. Stop. Just... There we go. All right, let's quickly dig up all this. I don't need all this greenery, all this grass. I'm going to have to decide about that tree. Because, like, I don't mind this tree being here. Whoop. There we go. It was really those vines that bugged me the most. There we go. That's better. So, this will now be your view when you step out here. And I may end up putting some kind of a tree, some kind of like a small tree or shrubs, maybe shrubs, maybe not a tree, but like similar to those bushes that I keep cutting down. Maybe I'll put some of those sort of scattered in throughout here, just a bit. And sorry for the dropped frame rate. I'm like glancing back in my playback and I'm seeing this kind of skipping around. So I apologize for that. It shouldn't be doing that, but unfortunately it is. Alright, let's chuck those in there, that in there, a little bit of dirt, these for building. Oh, I still never planted my acacia saplings. There we go. Cross-pollination. Or whatever you call it. When you introduce a new plant life into a new ecosystem. Not cross-pollination. I don't know what that's called. Colonization? Like the colonization of plant life? I don't know. The colonization of flora. Oh, okay, so it's doing all right. Maybe it's probably just my playback then. Like my playback screen probably just looks kind of glitchy. Okay, so the next thing I'm gonna need, obviously it's getting dark out, so I'm gonna have to do this stone on the morrow. So for the moment, let's just kind of take stock. I'm gonna need stone, I'm gonna need andesite, or if not andesite, I'll need diorite and cobble to make andesite. I'll need tuff, and I think that'll be my next step. I'll go for the moss later. And that should be good. I'll have to replace a bunch of the stuff in my furnaces. And then I think one of these days I'm gonna have to go mining again because my coal supplies are starting to get low. There we go. Come on. Here we go. There we go. Check. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I don't know how many I have. 7 or 8 chests. Or furnaces, rather. There we go. There we go. There we go. Oops. Okay. So I'm going to take your advice. And I'm going to make an automatic bamboo. No, sorry, not bamboo. An automatic composter because, you know, that would be great. Let's go with barrels, since I don't really have many barrels around. Do I have slabs made? I do not have slabs made. Let's do that. There we go. And there we go. Let's sleep. Refilling my tea. I had to heat up my pot during our break like an hour ago, so it's still pretty warm. All right, well those cook. Let's run down here quick. Quickly. I know how to speak. They're made with sticks and slabs in, or at least they were made with sticks and slabs in Bedrock. They've always been made with slabs and planks in Java. They've always been made this way. I think they're made this way in Bedrock too now, aren't they? I mean, they may still be made the old way. I don't remember. Let's check. Let's say hi to Leroy. Hi, Leroy. There it is. Let's take this with us too. And let's take all these. And that should be everything I need for the moment. I might have to come down for moss blocks later on sometime. And for the moment, we're good. Let me check my armor. We're good. I mean, it may, in Bedrock, it may be made with sticks still. Or are you talking about when you made it in Java? Like, I don't think there's more than one recipe. Let me try in a second and just make sure they don't have, like, 2 recipes that are both active at once. That would be odd. I mean, you may have also just, like, I mean, I'm not sure if you typically use the recipe book or if you typically will, like, build it yourself in the crafting template. But yeah, let's do this. Let's build this up here. It's a little bit more, you know, outside. Let's do this. There we go. Composter on top. There we go. And there we go. Nice. Now I don't have to hear it crunching down in my house. Okay, yeah, I've still got a whole stack of oak saplings. I don't need more than that. Anything else? Sugarcane is good to keep a lot of. Kelp, I should really start, like, growing kelp and make that my primary fuel source. That would save me a lot of coal. Yes, yeah. I'm gonna compost. Actually, I'm gonna compost the entire stack, I think. There we go. I'll keep the 22. Let's put this up there with that stuff. Should be everything to compost at the moment. Everything that I want to get rid of. There we go. Oh, I never got my blocks. Yeah, you can compost both saplings and kelp. I like to hold on to the kelp Let's see where. Yeah. In fact, I should really cook the kelp with my next batch, because you know you can actually make fuel sources with that. Stone. Stone, that's what I'm down here for. I want stone. There we go. Let's go with some tough. And what was the last one? Andesite. Which I have none. Okay. All right, let me go check inside the cave, the ruins. Now that I can actually, you know, take my actual staircase there. In here, hang a right. There we go. Let's see what we got. Aha! It's a lot of blocks. Here's some andesite. Wait, no, that's cobble. Okay. Alright, I'm going to take a block of diorite and craft together a cobble and diorite for more andesite. There we go. That should be everything I need now for this. We're good? Okay, we're good. Where is he? Oh, no, no, not that guy. I didn't ask for that. All I wanted was an ender pearl. Okay. All right, so let's give this a quick think. So the background blocks are tough, right? The primary structure, like sturdy blocks, are stone, striated with the andesite, and then I've got the cobble on top. So let's start with, I'm not going to have very many background blocks in here because this all gets really good sun. We'll go with these sort of background shaded blocks here as the tough. We'll do most of this is tough, if not all of this is tough in back here. There we go. That's all tough. Let's see. That looks good. I should maybe continue more of that. No, I'm probably going to end up doing putting stone, like slabs and stairs in here to kind of help cover that up. Hey there. Hi, how's it going? Is that Chloe? My first thought looking at your name was Chloe, but I don't think that's correct. Chloe. Hey, how's it going? Thanks for stopping in and saying hey. At the moment, I mean, I don't have any artwork, but at the moment, yeah, I'm not really established enough. I feel, to make artwork something that's like I'm not prepared to commission artwork or anything like that. But I mean, I'll be looking for some at some point in the future. But at the moment, I'm not prepared to commission any. I'm kind of in the, you know, figuring out how this whole streaming thing works stage at the moment. Are you an artist? go. I don't currently have a Discord channel set up for my like Chef Samuel streams. I've got some various ones that I've made for like previous like specific occasions and stuff, but I don't currently have a personal one, like a personal channel to link or anything. Let's see. There we go. So I need to try to remember exactly what the sure. I mean, you know, if you feel like it, sure. It should just be Chef Samuel, just straight up as it says in my gamer tag here. You know, it's pretty straightforward. Oops. Let's see what this guy's. Oh, cherry saplings. Here, don't go anywhere, buddy. It's nighttime. Okay. There we go. All right, so let's see here. Oh wait, I wanted emeralds. I want to see if I can get some of those cherry saplings from that guy. All right, cool. Thanks. I'll check that out a little bit later on, once I'm offline. But yeah, thanks for reaching out. What kind of artwork do you do? Let's see, emeralds. That's what I'm here for. Okay, sweet. Thanks. Catch you later. Okay, sweet. That's pretty cool. It's kind of a decent selection. Okay, that's good. Sweet. All right, so let's go plant this one and see what we can get out of it. That's cool. I'll check you out. Thanks for sending me the invite. All right. Let's cut these things down. And let's see. There we go. I definitely appreciate the higher trees, the taller trees, but like they're really hard to get the tops of. All right, let's cut this thing down. Call it good. Sweet. And actually, I think that this acacia wood is going to be a much better block to use for my stairs. I think it's going to go much better with the color scheme overall. So let me just break a couple of these down and go check it out and see how they compare. So eventually, let's see, if I end up making these stairs instead, let's say take these few out. Yeah, I think this is going to be the way to go. This with maybe some other kind of wood or some stone type, maybe like a deep slate as like handrails. Yeah, that's gonna look really good. Or potentially even like a combination of these. Like I could use the jungle for highlights in specific areas. Well, thanks for the follow too. Appreciate that. Yeah, like I could use like the jungle wood for highlights in specific corners, especially where the light hits. Since the light doesn't really hit down there, everything in shadow could be this acacia wood. And then have the jungle planks end up sort of helping to highlight specific areas. I'm not terribly great at like, you know, putting a lot of emphasis on highlights and those kinds of things in game, but I'm trying to get better. Practicing with things like this terraforming and the texture design on these and stuff really helps to sort of work on that practice. But it's one thing I haven't always learned how to do really well just yet. Okay, we plant these again. Want to keep getting more and more of this stuff as much as I can help, honestly. All right, then let's add in, let's see. I mean, I'm gonna make the primary structural, like this circular shape here, made of stone. It'll look much more sturdy that way. Let's see. Okay. 2, 3, 4 of those. I believe it was there? Or was it there? It was there, I think. Let me see. No. It was back. What am I doing? Totally lost sight of what I was building. Okay. There we go. And now for the other side. There's 1 and 2. There we go. These 3. And there we go. I think this might be a bit heavy on the stone for this area, but you kind of need to start like, well, you kind of have to build this in layers. And then you'll kind of get a better idea later on down the line. Once you see it all up there, what needs to go and what needs to stay. There we go. It's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. And those 2. Good. All right, let's keep working. Back up a bit. Let's check this out. Looking pretty good. Those 2 pieces there look a little strange. Maybe if I do the one just above them, it'll help to blend them in. The one above and that one there. And then eventually once I get stairs and slabs connecting things, it'll look a lot more natural. Let's see. Let's also add these. There we go. All right, let's cut this one out there. There we go. And let's see. Let's work on a little bit more of the left side here. I'm not sure about these blocks there. Those might just stay as cobble. I think that layer there, this layer here, needs to be stone. This is too flat of a face to have it be cobble. And then along with that means this should change, this should change, and that should change. There we go. Let's see, finally, let's just finish those and then make this face here stone. There we go. Fix these on top. All right. Yep, there we go. All right. All right, so let's see how this is looking then. Pretty good. This corner is very cobble heavy, and I think that's okay for the most part. I might change a few of them in the back just for the sake of some structural stability, like these, and then like these here. Make it look like, you know, it's like, make it look like it's rubble in front of sturdy rocks, as opposed to having it all just be piles of rubble. You know, that's better. It's sort of got some consistency. Now the next thing is going to be to bring in the striations of the andesite, bring in those kind of diagonal lines, just sort of to give us some variation and break up the stone a bit. And then from there, go a little deeper into like what kind of, like where exactly I might put some more of this tuff. Then you add stairs and slabs and things like that. Right on. And it's almost night again. All right. All right, so let's begin with some more andesite. I think the andesite is the next move here. Again, I'm kind of following these sort of diagonal lines almost. Diagonal and vertical. Like that. So that like from a distance, it looks like a kind of very shallow diagonal line. So let's get up here and maybe do something like this and this and this. No, not stone. There we go. There we go. And come back down here. It's not bad. I think I should take that one out actually. There we go. Sweet. Then let's start over right around here, let's say. Let's go like this. Straight diagonal, then we'll kind of go up. Hit that corner. And then maybe a few of these, just sort of to make it look... I don't need every one to be andesite. But this will give me enough to work with. There we go. Like that. It's pretty good. And then we'll do another one here. We're going to suppose that this next one kind of starts sort of behind the cobble and then kind of extends up. This one here is going to be much more shallow because this striation kind of goes deeper into the stonework. So that one's very shallow. I'm probably going to actually have one of these on the right here. There you go. Have it just cross over a little bit, just to show that there's a little bit more depth to this than maybe it would otherwise be supposed. For the last one or two, I'm going to assume this one starts behind the stone here. And then just kind of continue up here. This guy over here sounds like he's taking notes, and it's great. Sounds like he's auditing me or something. All right, so now I'm gonna head these. I'm gonna put a few more up there, and I'll put like one over here on the corner. I think that'll be enough. Let's head up there and see what it looks like. Other side. There we go. That corner. And a bit of here. There we go. And then perhaps just a little bit of like here. I really like using this like in depth, like putting having using the depth of the design to just kind of tuck some away in the back there. I like doing that. So overall, looking at this, minus the llamas, I think this is starting to look pretty good. It's looking sort of like normal stone. I may end up adding more cobble when it comes to stairs and slabs and things like that. As well as then adding the like coarse dirt and the moss and the mossy cobble and maybe like little spots of water. Again, I didn't really take into consideration water damage here. I could potentially put some like in here where it's like very straight and tall. I could maybe put a little bit of kind of design, a little bit of etching and sort of some wear and tear in here. Kind of moving like to the right and left of this block here. Potentially, and I might still do that. But I think what I'm going to do for tonight is I'm going to just kind of go put this stuff away and just kind of start wrapping things down for the night. And I'll work on designing, decorating this and sort of finishing the area either off stream or otherwise potentially next time. Next time I stream. I'm hoping to stream again Saturday. We'll see whether I've got time or not. That'll be the plan. And maybe more afternoon than evening on Saturday. But yeah, I'll either finish the touch-ups here then, or else I'll do it off stream sometime. The next time we'll just pick up with back there and with building in the staircase and doing the rest of that work. So this place is really starting to come together. Like looking at this from a distance, you know, I mean, like if I move back here, let me move back here and go up a tree and see what it looks like from a little bit of a distance. Say back here maybe. Let's see what this looks like. Because so far I'm pretty happy with this. This I can't see enough. Let's see. Huh. There we go. All right, like looking at it from over here, this is all looking pretty cohesive, honestly. I mean, I could end up like over here does look very flat on the edges, but I'm probably going to end up adding like railings in, like once I actually get the structure in over here and over there. I'm probably going to put like some railings, make this kind of like a little like overhang area where you can maybe walk back and forth, maybe make a small like plank kind of walkway next to the edge of the cliffside. With a small railing, maybe put like a bench near to that like bending tree that we're going to build at some point in the future. We'll have to clear out quite a bit more of this brush everywhere. But so far, like from up here, this all looks so small. From down there, it felt pretty significant. I may end up still building some kind of tree or maybe like a stack of stones or something right in the center of this clearing. But I think this is looking pretty good. Yeah, I'm excited to see how this develops and how much farther it'll go. So, without I guess further ado, I'm going to start wrapping things down. So, I'll put this stuff away in my own time. But thanks so much for hanging out, guys. For everybody who popped in today, I appreciate you being here, saying something, saying hi in chat. Thank you once again, Maki, for showing up. I appreciate you. But yeah, this is Chef Samuel, and this has been Stream. So thanks so much for hanging out. I'll see you guys next time.